So we become a person of mercy, a person who's pure, a person of reconciliation. And then we become someone who is so committed to Christ that you're willing to endure opposition to your faith. That's the last beatitude. He says, blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. You're blessed, he says in verse 11 and 12, when they insult you and persecute you and falsely say every kind of evil against you because of me. Be glad and rejoice. So Jesus is saying the kind of character I want to produce in you is the kind of character that even when you face opposition for my name's sake, you are willing to endure all the way to the end. You're willing to embrace that persecution because you love me so much. That's the kind of character that Jesus is wanting to shape into his leaders. A kind of resilience, a gospel resilience, willing to face hardship for the glory of his name. Now, I could keep going on the Sermon on the Mount, but I just want to point out one final thing. The next paragraph after these Beatitudes shows us what happens when you embrace this. When you grasp the Beatitudes and you kind of live this, if you will, beatitudinal life, what happens? What does Jesus say in the very next verse? You're the salt of the earth, and then a verse later, you are the light of the world. What is Jesus saying? If you really want to make an impact in your world, if you want to be like light in darkness, if you want to be like salt on the earth, right? It makes an impact and flavorful and preserving and all the things that you know that salt of the earth and light of the world is all about. That follows on the heels of the Beatitudes. Jesus is saying to these leaders of the early church, the way you're really going to make an impact on the world, it's not through your great preaching. It's not through your great leadership. It's not through your strategic plans. It's not through your growing dynamic ministries. The way that you're really going to be salt and light is when you look something like the Beatitudes.